All right, new battery. We're back again. So, back to what I was saying though. What we got to do is challenge things, challenge us to, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if something proves to be the way you initially believe, hallelujah, you just verified it. But we have foregone our knowingness for the belief in somebody else's knowingness and somebody else's this or that. And I know a lot of people will argue. They read this book, that book, the Bible, whatever they want to read, and they confine themselves to a point where they cannot. What they do is they learn to quote, and they don't even actually live what they're reading. And I see this all the time. Seen it when I was a long time ago when I lived in Dallas. I see it here, and you can. It's truly amazing that so many people consider themselves enlightened or whatever you want to call it, and they see so narrowly. And I've written a lot of different things. Read one of the things, and I'm in the process of changing my writings into audio. Or not changing it, but adding to that so that the writings I had that came to me in the middle of the night, I can convert those to audio so people that don't like to read can listen to it. Makes it a little easier. And there's no sense in, if you have a blind person and it's not in Braille, they got to figure it out and they got to hear it some way. So I might as well turn it into that, and that's what we're going to do. But the point is freedom does not behave is one of the best things that ever came to me. And it is something that every one of us should read or listen to and pay attention to, because it is the Word. It is what came to me from God as I slept, as I was tapped on the shoulder and awakened to these words. And I wrote them and went back to sleep and got back up, and I thought, wow. The point is that we need to look beyond what we've been taught, what we believe, because believe me, we're pretty gullible. We're not the sharpest tool in the shed sometimes. And like I said, faith is a great thing, but it's the first step. So after the first step, we got to keep moving. We can't just stay on rung one of faith. We got to keep moving. So we go from faith to understanding to knowing to becoming. And we can start acting and becoming right now, whether we have faith or not, whether we just have faith, whether we understand or whether we have knowingness. We can start acting godly right now. And godly is pretty it's pretty beautiful. It's not very much tied to man. Not really. In fact, you'll see once you start on this journey that man's thing is pretty pathetic. It's small. It's tiny. And I don't care how successful you are on planet Earth, that is pretty small success, because godly things, that's a big deal, and it encompasses a lot more than little planet Earth and little United States and little this and little that. So I'm always beating the same horse, and that's look within you for your answers. You'll get them. You just have to quiet yourself. You have to kind of challenge things. Like I said, put what you believe aside. I'm not saying cast it out and say it doesn't exist. What I'm saying is put it on the table. Put it right over on the table, and then start asking and looking. And over time and patience and diligence, you'll find your answers. Some will pan out to be exactly what you've always known and believed. Some will not. You will start seeing the difference between ego and self. You will start seeing the difference between self and others. And as we start learning to trust ourselves again and our knowingness again, it's a lot easier to become one with God. Seriously. It's actually pretty simple. It's not complicated. And we like I said, we can write 1,000 books. And that's why when you watch my videos, I keep reiterating the same thing over and over. I try to do it in a way from a different aspect, a different point of view. Maybe it's a different day. I don't care. But the point is, we don't need to vary way off into la la land with 9,000 people's opinions about books and this and that and, you know, all these other, you know, ideas about, you know, on Tuesday you hop like a chicken on one leg, or hop like a, you know, chicken on one leg and quack like a duck and all this other stuff. You kind of just have to be you. And to find that, you got to start asking and looking at you. So we're back to that. But like I said, I'm going to do some things on these butterflies and barkers in the park, or pooches in the park, butterflies and pooches in the park, or I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something more aligned with that. But I always got to throw my 2 cents in, because, you know, the butterflies aren't going to exist unless we step in and kind of rebuild their habitat that we've destroyed through our lifestyles. So our lifestyles have destroyed their habitat. Our lifestyles have destroyed many things. And butterflies are just one aspect. And if we've hurt the bees so bad, I don't know if we'll ever get that back from our short-sighted, we want to fix this and fix that, and then we screw that up. What I'm saying is, we find out what, you know, if we want to have bees, then we need to correct what we've done. We need to enable their life to have what they need, not shove down their throats what we think they need. Same with butterflies. If butterflies need milkweed or whatever they need, wildflowers, then we should do that and let life do what it's got to do. We seem to whack things out when we start making things and forcing things, but if we just plant what they need and let them live, they got it, like kind of like us. We just do what we're supposed to do, you know, be soul, and we allow them to be butterflies or pooches. Things work out. All right, same day or same message, different day. Look within yourself. Challenge what you think you know. Look beyond your ego. Learn the difference between the ego and you. It's truly, when you start practicing this, it becomes easier. It's hard. I'm not going to say it's not hard. This is hard stuff. You know, this is confronting the demons inside us, the things that we suck at. And I'm telling you, each one of us is a damn sinner. We've done stuff that is despicable, that's not good. We've pushed others down. We've done a lot of things. But that does not mean you're innately bad. That does not mean God has given up on you. He's not. God is not, you know, and if we treat each other with a little bit of kindness and a little bit of civility and a little bit of patience, we'll get back to being soul, to being God. And so if we're living godly, then we're going to allow for these stupid things, even though they suck. Even though we're all brothers and sisters, we're all one soul. So even though part of our soul sucks and does bad things, we got to keep working on being the best light we can be. So eventually, some of those guys will start saying, hey, I don't like my life. It sucks. Why do those guys get everything? You know, they don't even have anything and they're happy. There's a reason there are certain countries, certain places in this world that have nothing and they're happier than we are when we got all this crap. So, all right, healing hearts, soaring souls, butterflies and pooches in the park, and good advice from good old Mark. Ha ha! All right, love you guys. Healing hearts, soaring souls. Check us out on Facebook. We're there, we're here, we're everywhere. We're all right for you. All right, love you guys. Bye. Peace.